I'm a junior animator, but I have this feeling that I don't deserve my job. Like I don't have the quality required to work in the industry. That never goes away. I've talked about this before, but I'm going to talk about it again because it is worth mentioning. That is called imposter syndrome. It is something that most artists have at one point or another, and that a lot of artists never truly get over. I suffer from that a lot. Whenever I'm working on a project, whenever I'm working on even my own stuff, there's a lot of times where it's like I feel like I don't either deserve to work there or that I'm not qualified enough to do what I do or like whatever it is that I'm working on. That's normal. I've talked to Glenn Keane. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've been in talks with Glenn Keane about that topic, and he mentioned that even now he goes through that feeling that at any point someone's going to realize that he doesn't really deserve to be there, that he is an imposter, that oh, all this time we thought you were a great animator. Oh no, you're terrible. This is Glenn Keane, one of the gods of animation, and he suffers through that. That is normal. Does it make it okay? No, it sucks. It's terrible to feel like that. But it is just part of being an artist. We are so nitpicky on our own stuff that we always find all the mistakes. Keep in mind, like when you're animating on a shot, you are looking at it for weeks and weeks and weeks. For example, when you're an animation mentor, class 5, you're working on one shot for 12 weeks. 12 weeks. 3 months of working on a shot. I know an animator who was working at ILM, I think it was, and they worked on one shot for 9 months. I didn't even make it into the film. 9 months. When you work on a shot for that long, you see every little mistake, every failure that you've done or wish you could have done better, you see it. When someone else sees the shot, they're looking at it for the first time. They're not going to pick on the 2 pixels that are like strobing in one corner. They're just going to see it as a whole and go, hey, that's really cool. And when we, as we're working, look at our coworkers who are working and we look at their shot and go, man, that's really a cool shot. They're doing such good work. And then you look at your own and go, but my arc here isn't as good, and the spacing here is not great, and the negative space there sucks. We pick it apart. And that's kind of what part of what adds to that imposter syndrome is that we are constantly looking at ourselves in the worst light and everyone else in a really good light. So we feel like we don't belong. But everyone is doing that. Everyone in the industry is doing that because they're working on their shot and critiquing it the whole time. So I don't really have an answer for it because I'm still struggling through it. The biggest thing to keep in mind is that everyone's going through that. And if you're working at a studio, trust in the people who hired you to know that you're worth hiring. They do their job for a reason. The people who hire you are there for a reason. They trusted you. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Keep in mind that they probably know how to do their job. Especially when you're working in a big studio, these Disney recruiters and whatnot, they know what they're talking about. So, yeah, you're not alone.